All right, live in all those places. How to stream, preview, go live. Oh, that's better. All right, testing on Instagram. All right, Instagram. I can hear myself over on IG. TikTok, can you hear me? Join. If you can hear me on TikTok, let me know. I can hear myself on X. Checking out on Twitch. Yep, I can hear myself on Twitch, YouTube. Checking myself on YouTube. Can hear myself on YouTube. Now Facebook. Last check. Before we get this party started, I'm have some drinking on licorice root tea right now. A little pumped up. Yeah. I sound pretty loud too. Turn it down just a touch. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, I am Herbman T, aka Tyrone, detox specialist and herbalist. I basically get on. I go live to answer questions. I go live to answer questions basically about if you have a question about a disease, discomfort, what herbs that can help you to, you can say, soothe the condition, or I'll just say reverse it. Definitely want to get these problems fixed. Can promise you that. Yo. All right. Well, okay. G got the party started already. Lejay, man, this is about herbs and botanicals, man, herbal medicine. All right. We want to keep it that way. So jaw muscle pain, any info? I mean, so jaw muscle pain. So you can just take out jaw and put muscle pain, no matter what type of muscle pain you're having. Typically, some herbs you want, whether they be nutritious herbs to help support the muscles, or herbs to reduce pain. So, yeah, too. Is it because of a tooth? You have herbs like cloves. That's a local analgesic. Basically, you put it in an area in the mouth, and you could help to relieve pain that way. I mean, you could look into St. John's Wort, some type of salve, St. John's Wort salve to help reduce that pain as well. All right, information on hemorrhoids, causation, and healing. So hemorrhoids, connective tissue problem. Typically, the cause it goes back to diet. When you look at it, the body starts stripping itself of calcium. Uh, this type of connective tissue gets weak, and you need to strengthen it. On one hand, you could use a parathyroid glandular to strengthen the parathyroid gland that's responsible for calcium utilization, or even look into some oat straw as a natural calcium supplement. And two, white oak bark, depending on what the hemorrhoids are, white oak bark, it's an astringent. It could help to tone and tighten tissues as well. But if you're talking about reversing the issue, you definitely want to think holistic and be aware of what you're consuming food wise. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, you can just ask me anything basically pertaining to health. Some guy asked me about cloning earlier. I was researching that stuff, about a decade ago. So I don't want to make this about that. Maybe if I go to Rumble, or more so Patreon. Yeah, so I'm back on TikTok again. They banned me. They banned me the last time I was on TikTok for hate speech. I don't know what I was hating about, but whatever. It is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah, so health in general, just general health, being healthy, being whole, right? If you want to be whole, you need to eat whole foods. But this is a channel about herbs. So basically, any type of issue you're having, there are herbs that can help it. Herbs are for structure, functions, and fluids. So structure being organs and tissues, function you can say being more so uh, tissue function, organ function, and then fluids. The two major fluids, blood and lymph. So you have herbs that can promote the movement of blood as well as the movement of lymph. I forgot where the camera was over here on all these other platforms. Can you speak on slippery elm? It's a great demulcent. It can help to reduce inflammation in the bowels. So removing candy stones. What are candy stones? What is a candy stone? I've never heard of that before. Candy stone. Candy stones. Is that something real? Big ring. It sounds made up. Oh, kidney stones. All right, yeah. Yeah, so kidney stones, you have herbs that can help to dissolve kidney stones. They typically have an antilytic action. Some examples would be dog grass and hydrangea root to help reduce the stones. But you're not only going to want to use those herbs, you also want to look into herbs to help strengthen the kidneys like nettle leaf, and also herbs to help clean the kidneys like uva ursi leaf as well. Some good stuff to look into. Not only that, when looking to support kidney function or get rid of these stones, you want some herbs for your adrenal glands as well. All right, so low blood pressure. It's hard to okay. It's hard to kind of differentiate the people joining on Instagram versus the people asking me a question. Hello, La Sus Q. What's up? Let's see who else. I got to scroll down slowly. Low blood pressure. Yeah, so licorice root. If you want to increase blood pressure, drink licorice root. Typically, adrenal glands are not functioning properly, or just the glands in general are not working. Licorice root can help to strengthen your adrenal glands as well as hypothalamus and pituitary gland. What cures EBV? So, virus or toxins, you got to get it out of your body. So, promoting detoxification is what you want to do. You're welcome, Big Ren. Uh, yeah, promoting detoxification is what you want to do to get rid of any type of toxin or virus in the body. And to do that, you must focus on consuming the right foods, so fruits, berries, and melons, and of course, promoting the four main processes of the body. So this would be digestion, absorption, utilization, and elimination. And I just remembered that this live won't save on Instagram. It just hit me. I should have just went live on my phone for IG maybe next week. All right, but yeah, you want to focus on those four main processes. So you want to make sure your digestive system is working well, which is the process of digestion. You want to make sure your urinary system is working well, etc. So it's involved. I'm going to be making a class or a course on it, and I'll first release it on Patreon, patreon.com/hurtmant. But when talking about reversing these things, you're not going to go after the actual viral or virus name. You got to promote detoxification. This is basically moving lymph. And to move lymph, the key areas to focus on would be your kidneys, adrenals, and your skin to move lymph. Always the keys there. And there are herbs for the kidneys, herbs for the adrenals, and herbs for the skin. I just mentioned some for your um, kidneys. Typically, herbs for the adrenal glands are adaptogens. They have an adaptogen action. They Some examples are what ashwagandha, holy basil. I like to mention those because those are generally safe. Your stronger herbs will be like licorice root and schisandra berry, also red ginseng, more tonic, more heating type of herbs. And then some herbs for the skin, horsetail, gotu kola, herbs for the herbs for your liver. Also, it helps with your skin's function. So some dandelion root, burdock root. All right, work on my posture, etc. So again, when you're talking about curative, reversing, or cellular regeneration, promoting detoxification is the way to go. And if you don't know, we detox naturally. Urinate, defecate, sweat, piss, poop, sweat. Uh, those are all forms of our bodies detoxing, and we need to promote that in order to get these toxins out. That way, the cells can do what they want to do, and that's regenerate. Good afternoon. Asking about primary mediastinal large B cell lymphoma. Asking for a friend. Yeah, lymphoma, lymphedema, etc. So I'm not sure exactly what you're asking me though. You want to reverse the issue. To do that, just promote detoxification. I mean, it's a grind. I may make it sound like it's easy, but it's really not. It's not easy. You're talking about changing your diet. We're used to eating Uh, we're used to eating fungus. We we like to eat we like to eat flesh. We like to eat salt. And basically, if you want to ensure that you reverse the problem, you gotta stop eating that stuff. You gotta eat more fruits, berries, and melons. We like bright colors. We like sugar. We like simple sugars. What happened is, I mean, sugar is in everything, but I'm not going to make this about a you know food. Just really sticking to the herbs. But ultimately, you want to get on the fruits, berries, and melons. So grapes, mangoes, pears, apples, uh, watermelons, cantaloupes, etc. Oh, all right. Hello. I recognize you. What's up, Ernest? Hello. Best way to treat foamy urine and high blood pressure, please. All right. Listen, man. Ernest, I remember you. I remember this question coming from you. Best way to treat. If you want treatment, talk to your doctor. If you want to reverse it, you gotta start by changing over your diet. Foamy urine. So obviously you're dealing with your urinary system. So kidneys, bladder, etc. You want to make sure all those are working well. But to answer your question directly, uh, really best way to reverse it or deal with those conditions or simmer down the issue, adrenals and kidneys. You got to focus on those, and also what you eat does matter. Excess protein is definitely going to cause that, but herbs for the adrenals, herbs for your kidneys are definitely the way to go. Get you just look for a adaptogen formula or endocrine formula from wherever you're buying herbs now, whether it be Mountain Rose herbs, whether it be Herbalist Dash Alchemist, whether it be Star Wars Botanicals. I'm sure they'll sell you a formula as well for the adrenals specifically, or even for your endocrine system or for your kidneys. But that would be the way to go, and also changing your diet. You got to promote cellular regeneration. Your body's letting you know something is wrong, and I'm just telling you the organs to focus on to correct that problem. And these organs would be the kidneys and adrenals, most definitely. And that's really for anybody or any problem anyone is having. Elimination is our problem. We can't get rid of this toxicity, whether it be us always online scrolling, watching our phones, whether it be you know not getting rid of food that we know as soon as we eat it, we feel bad. Well, I would say, okay, I'll give you some breathing room. 5 to 10 minutes after we eat it, we get a headache, we get tired, we get irritated. 5 10 minutes after we eat it, and then we go back and do it again next week or the next day, etc. We got to stop that. We got to stop it if you want to be better. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for the children. They are the future. All right, herbs for low thyroid function, hypothyroidism. Yeah, so herbs that can be used to increase thyroid function. This would be bladderwrack and kelp. Also, ashwagandha root can be used to increase thyroid function, and so can bacopa. So bladderwrack, kelp, bacopa, as well as ashwagandha root can be used to increase thyroid function. Herbs for eyesight. A great herb to promote eye function will be bilberry. A great herb to promote circulation to the eyes would be ginkgo leaf or rosemary. So for eyesight, check out bilberry, ginkgo leaf, and rosemary. Understand too, the eyes have, thank you for the roses, Berry Tone, much appreciated. The eyes have nerves in them, of course, blood as well as lymph. So herbs for the kidneys and adrenals would definitely help there as well. Alyssa, I recognize you. All right. Blessings to you as well. Can bamboo leaf be used instead of horsetail? I have an abundance of the that in the Caribbean. I have let me reread this, man. I just butchered it. Blessings T. Can bamboo leaf be used instead of horsetail? I have abundance of that here in the Caribbean. I need to look more into bamboo leaf. Basically, if it has like a connective tissue properties or actions, yeah, it can be used. Horsetail is not the only herb you can use to help increase skin health. There's about, last I checked, and it was probably a year and a half ago, there's about 2,000 plus medicinal herbs. So basically herbs that you can use to help promote your body's function. Horsetail is the herbs I'm talking about. I probably cycle maybe 30 to 50 herbs all the time. And there's a plethora of herbs. Some a little bit weaker, some the same, some stronger. But I can definitely look more into that for you. Bamboo leaf in the Caribbean. And then I'll talk about it on another live. And this is from Instagram. So let me just make a note. Someone asked me about Damiana leaf the other day. Hopefully they got that information they were looking for. All right, bamboo leaf, Caribbean, horsetail. I just say replacement. Yeah, I'm always curious about learning about new herbs. All right, is there a correlation with having H. pylori since that destroys your stomach microbiome? Thanks for this valuable info. So, Sus, you were talking about the EBV, right? Okay. So yeah, they're saying this H. pylori is a harmful bacteria, right? I mean, you got all sorts of harmful bacteria in your body as well as good bacteria too. So what you don't want to do is just take a bunch of antibiotics and kill all the bacteria. And you have herbs that can help to reduce the H. pylori bacteria. Uh, or eliminate it, and this would be golden seal root or Oregon grapefruit. But ultimately, in terms of stomach microbiome, I mean, make sure you have that mucus on the walls. So slippery elm bark or marshmallow root reminds me. Slippery elm bark is hot right now. A lot of people want to know more about that. So I may need to make a reel about that. But yeah, so understand in your stomach, it has a mucus lining the walls, the demoscent herbs like marshmallow root and slippery elm bark, great for that. The stomach also has nerves. So chamomile can be great for that as well. You in the 772, right? I need to shop with you. I'm tired of being fat. LOL. Yeah. I'm in the 772. Zoo House, man. I think I recognize that last part. Zoo House. Don't tell me you made some beats for me back in the day, man. Zoo House. That looks way too familiar. But yeah, I'm in the 772. Yeah. But yeah, going back to the EBV, I mean, yeah. So when we're talking about stomach, right? Stomach issues, that's a part of digestion. One of the four main processes. If your stomach isn't, you know, creating enough acid to break down what it needs to break down, now your small bowels are going to have a problem with absorbing, or your liver and gallbladder and pancreas is going to have a problem with further breaking down this chyme, which comes from the stomach. You know, you could run into issues on the in the I would just say the top half of your small bowels, the duodenum as well, whether it be ulcers, etc. So yeah, you definitely want to balance out uh, your stomach's function in order to eliminate said toxin or virus for sure. It's always holistic. Yeah. Montreal? Actually, no. That's Canada, right? No, I don't. No, I don't. If you know of any, message me and let me know. I've been trying to compile a list of just stores people get herbs from worldwide. I do list places to buy herbs in my ebook around the world. No, not Bab Copa, just Ba Copa, B-A. B as in bat, A as in apple, C as in cat, O as in octopus, P as in Paul, A as in apple again, Bacopa. Some people will call it gotu cola, but yeah, Bacopa. They look they look extremely similar. They do. Ah, okay. Bamboo is high in silica. I don't understand all the comparisons between the two. Yeah, I know horsetail is rich in silica as well. I don't see why you couldn't use it. I don't see why you couldn't. Have you spoken with a local herbalist there? All right, we got some action over here. I just found out that you can chew it like gum. All right, Chelsea, what are you talking about? Chew it like gum. I hope you're not talking about candy stone, chewing candy stone like gum. Come on now. Don't mess with me like that. Yep, we found. Ah, okay, okay, all right. Healing esophageal, stomach, and small intestine inflammation. Yeah, Faith, check out marshmallow root, slippery elm. Check those stuff out, man. Just reducing inflammation, you know. Also, you may need some carminatives like chamomile. It's also a relaxant nervine if you need help with getting some gas out as well. So chamomile flowers, marshmallow root, or slippery elm bark can be great for helping you at least soothe that irritation. You know, diet is important too. See what you're eating that's causing all of that inflammation. But for your entire gastrointestinal tract, marshmallow root or slippery elm bark is definitely the way to go. What's good for fluid retention? So basically, you want to focus on your your kidneys and bladder, so the urinary system. The marshmallow root is also great for any type of bladder infection, or I would say bladder inflammation, like cystitis, etc. But two, see what's going on in your endocrine system. Something could be triggering that as well, some type of fluid retention. But check out marshmallow root. Look into what's another good one? Corn silk to help cleanse the kidney, so it has a antiseptic action. So marshmallow root, corn silk, and even the ashwagandha root, just to play it safe. You know, could be a neurological issue as well. Skull cap, relaxing nervine. So skull cap, ashwagandha, uh, uh, corn silk, as well as it's another good one. Then the marshmallow root too. Herbs for gallbladder stone. So you basically want to balance out your liver. Herbs that are good for the liver is also good for the gallbladder. And watch what you eat. You know, the stones are forming for a reason. You know, the bowel isn't being secreting. Is not secreting for whatever reason, and it could be an autonomic function. So your adrenal glands could be weak. Could be that there's a lot of constipation going on in the bowels. You know, so always think holistic. So you want to balance out the entire digestive system. So the marshmallow root, great. Yellow dock root, great for promoting liver function. Great for moving lymph. Also a great laxative too, to help get the waste out. H. pylori is grapefruit juice helpful. I'm not a big fan of grapefruit juice. People might use it for like a 2 or 3 day cleanse, but if anything, I would say just go grape juice. No grapefruit juice, just grape juice. Do a mini grape fast. You know, clean it up. Let's see here. Where we at over here? Yeah, no problem, Ernest. No problem. All right. So what helps with acid coming up your esophagus while you sleep? So what's happening is you could be eating too much before you go to sleep. Number one, so make sure you don't eat a large meal. Let's say 3 hours before you go to sleep. You know, eat light, eat fruit. So just drink liquids before you go to sleep. You know, but what could happen is there's a sphincter muscle above your stomach. This could be weak due to, let's say, too much food in the stomach while you're sleeping, too much gas that's built up while you're sleeping, and then that sphincter muscle is opening, causing stomach fluids to come back up into the esophagus. So, what could help with it? I mean, you have bitters could potentially help, like a cooling bitter such as orange peel, that could help to reduce the stomach acid. But if you take it too much, Nick, thank you for the roses, for the rose. But if you take it too much, then you have too much stomach acid. So just look for a bitter formula that can help, and also a formula that includes, like, whether it be marshmallow root or slippery elm bark or even sea moss, an herb that has a demulcent action that can be used to soothe the lining or create this like a mucilage content that can help to reduce inflammation along the walls. You know, just started taking poke root with my burdock root. All right, what works wonders for pain? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because what's happening with the pain is that you have, you have blood flowing to these areas, right? Trying to feed the cells, but while it's trying to feed the cells, these cells are, getting this nutrition, but also creating waste. And when you have an accumulation of waste in a certain area, all this excess start to press on nerves. And when taking things like burdock root and poke root, now you're starting to move lymph. Poke root actually thins the lymphatic fluid, if I'm not mistaken. So it takes pressure off of these nerves, and then now you're trying to move it out. I mean, burdock root is great for promoting liver function, but as well as kidney function and moving lymph. So yeah, wonderful, wonderful. A marshmallow root can get in the way of absorbing vitamins, though. Yeah, yeah, it can. It definitely can. But you don't want to. But that's why I wouldn't suggest using it by itself. Just keeping stuff moving. That's why you wouldn't be. If I'm not mistaken, it's a bulk laxative. So it could be getting in the way of absorption in the colon. And I think that's why more people would lean more so towards slippery elm bark when preparing when repairing digestive troubles. So, but also too with the marshmallow root, I mean, it wouldn't be much. You would also be adding in things like chamomile, a relaxing nervine, that can help to push out gas, maybe a laxative, or bitter herbs to help stimulate bowel production or bowel flow and keep stuff moving in combination with the diet too, you know? So that's why when you're just using one herb, I mean, or five herbs, you could run into some problems because of things like that, like little I would say I would say actions such as that in marshmallow root, you know. Thanks makes sense. I was given so much antibiotics for H. pylori that didn't cure the bacteria, and I have diabetes too and thyroid issues, and I believe these issues are related since they say the stom. But yeah, it's all connected. All okay in the body. The most simplest thing to say about the human body is made up of cells, spaces, and two fluids. Right. These cells are in these spaces. You have fluids going in and out of these spaces. You have blood going in these spaces to feed the cells. Then you have lymph going out of these spaces or taking waste out of the cells. Whether it be, type 2 diabetes, thyroid problems. When dealing with type 2 diabetes, we're talking adrenal glands and pancreas, right? The pancreas and adrenal glands, they both have cells and they both need blood and they both need waste to move out of them. And the key to getting all this stuff going is really to eliminate or get the lymphatic system moving. The cells are going to repair themselves. They want to do it. We just got to give them some breathing room to do so. It could be cells in the stomach. They want to repair too. Give them some space. Let them work. The stomach is the second. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The stomach is the second brain. Absolutely, absolutely. Soon as food touches our tongue, you have the nerves. You have signals being sent all throughout. I don't know if this happens with any of you guys, but sometimes, soon as I take some basically what is it? You can say like a fruit supplement, basically a what you call them? It's a high energy blend that contains a bunch of dried fruits and then a few herbs for the endocrine system. It's like the moment it touches my tongue, and mind you, it's in the capsule. I'm not even touching the actual herbs itself. It's like my body is trained. I'm going to take this capsule and I go to the bathroom and eliminate waste to make space for all this nutrition that's coming in. You know. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Can you answer the question about foaming urine and high blood pressure again? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll answer it again. So, foamy urine, typically you'll see an excess pro. It could be a lot of due to excess protein, right? So, diet is key. The simple answer would be to consume a bunch of fruits, berries, and melons. And lay off the excess protein. Lay off everything else, essentially. But from a herbal perspective, high blood pressure or foamy urine, when wanting to bring balance to your kidneys, when dealing with foamy urine or high blood pressure, you got to balance out your kidneys and your adrenal glands, right? And some herbs that could help promote kidney function. One would be corn silk in a more so cleansing aspect of your kidneys. Another would be dog grass for getting rid of kidney stones. Another would be stinging nettle leaf for toning or strengthening your kidneys. And then you have herbs for your adrenal glands that could be used to help. You can say reduce blood pressure. Broken on them both will help you to reduce blood pressure. But like ashwagandha root or Siberian ginseng can help there. So just the organs you would be focusing on would be the kidneys and adrenals mainly. Now, in a broader sense, your adrenal glands are a part of your endocrine system. So you want to promote endocrine function as a whole as well, because the pituitary gland could be sending the adrenal glands a signal that something's off, or the adrenal glands are not sending or not receiving. Therefore, now you need to work on your pituitary gland. So instead of playing the isolate game and just saying, I only want to take herbs for my adrenal glands, cross my fingers and hope that's the problem, just balance your entire endocrine system, because I can almost guarantee there's other issues that are happening as well, whether it be you can say sleep problems, reproductive hormones are out of whack, the thyroid could be slightly off, etc. Emotions could be slightly off due to the hypothalamus glands relationship with your adrenals, etc. Siberian ginseng promotes your entire endocrine system's function, even though I did mention that it supports the adrenal glands function. It made it seem like it solely supports that function only, but that's not the case with Siberian ginseng. All right, what we at over here? Works wonders for pain. Yeah, and also too, man, great, good for you, Nick. Great for you for doing that. Yeah, nettle seed is a good kidney herb. Yeah, feet swelling, so you got to move the fluid out. For whatever reason, poor circulation. So a great herb to promote circulation will be ginkgo leaf, but you got to get those kidneys working. The fluid you got to get that fluid out. To reduce that swelling, and herbs for the kidneys will help there. So get you a good kidney formula, or a urinary formula, etc. You know, hello. What do you recommend me for hypoglycemia? I mean, it all depends. High blood sugar, right? So you got to see what the hormones that deal with sugar metabolism would be your pancreas and your uh, adrenal glands. The pancreas is a part of your digestive system, and then your adrenal glands are a part of your endocrine system. So, from a holistic perspective, I would, suggest a digestive formula as well as an endocrine formula. And this endocrine formula could include herbs like chasteberry berry for the pituitary gland, or let's say schisandra berry, or Siberian ginseng, for the adrenals, or just to support overall endocrine function. And also too, if it's, well, hypo, so little to no sugar, but also too, to help balance things out, to help create space for, let's say your pancreas and your adrenal glands to function properly. uh Hurt for the kidneys, you can't go wrong there. So just promoting detoxification is definitely what I would suggest to you, or really anyone else. That's always at the root of it, is we're not eliminating our waste. We're creating all this waste, and we're not moving it out on a consistent basis, and then we run into issues, and then we receive names, disease names, or whatever, of these organs not functioning properly, or fluids not doing what they should be doing. Do you recommend anything for loss of appetite? Yeah, bitters can help you there. So just, I'm sure you can find a bitter formula. Reason for swelling feet, yeah, poor circulation, not enough movement. Muscle contractions move lymph. Also too, the kidneys are not doing their job anymore. It could be that the hypothalamus gland and the pituitary gland are sending the kidney, signals that retain water, keep water in. So on one end, you could have the kidneys malfunctioning. On the other, you can have your endocrine glands malfunctioning. So those would be the two areas you want to focus on. Bare minimum. Of course, for anything, you always got to focus on digestion. If you're not breaking down the foods properly, you can't absorb them well. If you can't absorb them well, you can't utilize them. And if you can't utilize them, you're not going to eliminate what's needed to be eliminated. Yes, Montreal, Canada, and no, I don't know. Okay, all right, all right. Any herbs aiding in weight loss? Yeah, so typically hepatics, but some ones I can think of off top, like chickweed, that's said to help burn fat or metabolize fat. Cayenne pepper and cinnamon bark all can potentially help to metabolize fat. But I mean, you ask for herbs aiding weight loss, but I mean, you can just start fasting, man. Just eat a bunch of fruit. You're gonna start dropping weight. Anybody here, no matter what you weigh, if you start doing just a mono fruit fast, just 10 days on grapes, I mean, you'll probably lose anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds quick. You know, I use burdock root, yellow dock root, dandelion root. I have blessed thistle, and I have blessed and thistle. Any other herbs for the liver? Yeah. So I mean, and you don't need to use these, but yeah. So another one, believe, well, they say turmeric, but I don't like to, suggest that often. But schisandra berry, that has hepatoprotective actions. Also, Oregon grape root, that's great for the liver too. Yeah. So blessed thistle, and I believe you probably was talking about milk thistle, right? But yeah, Oregon grape root and schisandra berry, those both can help to promote the liver's function as well. Is high blood pressure is cell related issue? Any herbs to help in addition to diet? Yeah, so hawthorn leaf and flower, or just hawthorn berry or hawthorn leaf and flower can help with lowering blood pressure. Also, olive leaf can be used to lower blood pressure. Understand, why could the blood pressure be high? Typically, could be a lot of cholesterol or excess fat in the artery walls that's causing them to constrict. Also to the adrenal glands are being stimulated. pushing, forcing the blood to, push through these arteries as well. So herbs for the adrenals like adaptogens can help, and then the herbs I mentioned before can help too. And of course, this is where to start. Yeah. All right, got that there. How can I work with you to heal my body? Just message me 001 and then just book a consultation with me, and then we'll go from there and see exactly what you're looking for. Or I saw something about when I do emergency, it works automatically. Are you talking about like a vitamin C? I'm not sure what you mean. Hi, I'm new and high sugar in blood only when I eat, feet swelling. I'm splenectomy and pancreatic. All right, hi, I'm new and high sugar in blood only when I eat. Yeah, so probably you're probably eating a lot of foods that contain glucose. Because typically when they measure blood sugar, they're talking about glucose and not fructose. So what exactly are you eating? Are you eating a lot of bread, a lot of pasta? Is it fruits? Is it vegetables? What exactly are you eating, you know? But to reduce that, of course, kidneys and adrenals, you definitely want to focus on that. Bitters for the pancreas, those will definitely help. What do you recommend to flatten your stomach? Change your diet. Change your diet. Get herbs for connective tissue. Herbs that are highly nutritious, like alfalfa or parsley or nettle leaf, to make sure your body is getting the proper, I would say, the nutrition it needs or wants. That way, the cells can begin to tighten. Also, too, you could add in some white oak bark, you know, or white oak bark. Yeah, I started thinking about white willow bark, which is for more so for pain. But yeah, so to flatten the stomach, I mean, on one end, you want to burn up the fat. That's where that cayenne pepper, some chickweed, or some cinnamon bark can help. But ultimately, it comes to diet. When you really want to get a good, flat stomach, change what you eat, and you'll get it a lot faster. You won't have to work as hard, and most people don't want to work that hard for a flat stomach. Oh, all right, all right. I like that. Just blew up. No food with glucose, salads, waters, nuts, greens, no meat at all, and no sweetened juices only. Yeah, so here's a tip. Whenever you want to promote detoxification, you consume fruits. So when you want to promote the elimination, let's say in your case of excess water, whenever you want to slow it down, you eat salads. You know, nuts, like proteins and stuff, or just raw nuts, those can slow down kidney function, believe it or not. So that could potentially be a problem. And it's great, greens, no meat at all. But take it a step further and start eating more fruits to help get that swelling going, because you got to promote the kidneys function. And to do that, definitely you want to eat more fruits, berries, and melons. But in your case, right, this oh no, you're not the feet swelling, are you? No, just high sugar, high sugar. No, yeah, feet swelling. Okay. Yeah, so you got to be cautious about, consuming too much water, because then the feet is going to get even more swollen. Yeah, eat lots of nuts. Yeah, whether it be Brazilian nuts, macadamian, cashew, etc. Yeah. So I would suggest staying away from the nuts. Hey Donna, what do you recommend for inflammation? So inflammation is in an immune response. So if there's inflammation in the gastrointestinal tract, Osmark, I think I recognize you too. Um, in the gastrointestinal tract, you have demostin herbs like slippery elm bark. But for general inflammation, herbs for your adrenal glands, those would definitely work for you there to balance out that adrenal glands function. Don't tell me you got the MJ photo. Where am I from? The United States. So Florida, to be more specific, Florida is where I'm from. Yeah. Yeah. So high cholesterol. I keep forgetting the exact herbs that can be used to reduce high cholesterol. But typically, understand herbs for the liver. The liver is the main organ. The liver produces about 80% of the body's cholesterol. So the liver is starting to overwork. So definitely want to balance out that liver. Some gentle herbs for the liver could be or a burdock root and dandelion root. Even some Oregon grapefruit can help as well. But also two herbs for your adrenal glands. the whole adrenal gland and cortisol relationship. So stress, reducing stress is really what it comes down to for reducing high cholesterol. So doing activities that can help you reduce stress, getting massages, uh, getting a rebounder, jumping on a rebounder, or getting a vibration plate. But typically adaptogens would help. So herbs for your adrenal glands will help with reducing high cholesterol. What do you suggest for chronic sinus infections? Golden seal root, king of the sinuses and getting rid of infections. So golden seal root for that. What can I take to get rid of diabetes? So to spearhead it, or to be real specific, the two main tissues you want to focus on or organs will be your pancreas and your uh, adrenal glands, right? In combination with diet and stuff. That's like the bare minimum. But of course, the pancreas is a part of your digestive system. So herbs for that entire system. Adrenal glands are part of your endocrine system. So herbs for that entire system. And then whenever you're having an endocrine or a adrenal gland issue, you must focus on the kidneys as well, because your adrenal glands sits on top of your kidneys. So if your adrenal glands become weak, the kidneys will follow, and vice versa. So to get rid of it, herbs for those organs, but also to diet. That's important as well. You must feed the cells. You must give them the food that they want. So basically, they want a lot of water, and also carbs, simple sugars, some fats, and then very little protein. When you look at the composition of mother's milk, it's mostly water. And the next highest, you can say, next highest substance that's found is carbs, which are simple sugars, not complex carbohydrates like your like what you can find in processed foods or breads, etc. It is. What's going to happen is that, of course, you want to be monitored, but the question is that safe to do if you're a diabetic to consume grapes? So what's going to happen is you're going to get a spike no matter what. The sugar, no matter what type of sugar you eat, it's going to spike. The thing is, will it level off? So just having someone to monitor you to make sure it doesn't go too high, in combination with taking herbs for the pancreas as well as your adrenal glands. Understand the pancreas is an exocrine endocrine organ. So you can say half of it is a part of your digestive system, and the other half is a part of your endocrine system, or the hormonal system as well. But yeah, generally yes, but you definitely want to have somebody monitoring you and making sure you don't overdo the grapes or overdo any type of simple sugar or sugar in general. You're welcome, Sandra. How much chickweed is recommended for fat loss? 1000 mg. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much. I would think it varies. You look familiar. Did you ever live in NYC? No, no, I never lived in the NYC. I'm not used to that one. Hold on. I might have got that question 3 times in my 5 years of being online. So give me a second. The question was about what? Uh, hirsutism. I can't pronounce it for the life of me. Basically, oh, androgens. Oh, male excess body hair. So a bunch of like male hormones, right? Yeah, okay, I remember this. Excess growth of dark or coarse hair in the male-like pattern, or woman's chest, or woman's face, chest, and back. Hirsutism, right? Yeah, so hormonal issue, you got to go back and balance your endocrine system. A great herb for balancing the endocrine system would be chaste berry, and then the schisandra berry, as well as licorice root, for starting the process and balancing out those hormones. If you have an excess male hormones causing you to grow mustaches, etc. No bueno. We don't want that. All right, a few more questions and I'm getting up out of here. If you want to join, you want to, stay up to date with me. If I ever get banned, I will be on Patreon. And also you can send me tips on stream or StreamYard, no, streamlabs.com/ what Herman T/tips. Yeah, it's going across the screen. Not over here on TikTok though, but on TikTok, if you want to, keep up with me, link in bio, head over to Patreon. All right. Okay. Yes, been following you for 2 years. Let's get it. All right. Yeah, gut inflammation. Yeah, slippery elm bark. Check out slippery elm bark. Also look into chamomile flowers. Reason for those two: slippery elm bark, demulcent action. It has mucilus content that can be used to, you can say, smother inflammation. And then the chamomile flowers, it has a type of relaxing nervine action or antispasmodic, as well as carminative to help get the gas out. Alfalfa is good for lowering cholesterol as well. Yeah, I believe so. I mean, on just it being highly nutritious alone, you're giving the body the fuel it needs to help balance itself out. What are your thoughts on about ashwagandha? Don't take it if you have hyperthyroidism. Ashwagandha stimulates your thyroid, but other than that, it's generally safe for promoting your adrenal glands function. What do you think of chaparral? I think it's great for moving lymph. Great for moving that lymph. All right, no problem. Thanks for info. God bless. All right. All right. IG. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time. Peace. All right. I just ended the live on Instagram. See what else we got here. Let's go ahead and remove that. Somebody on the book. I'm gonna save changes. Okay. What is sorry about that. What is good for glaucoma? Do you have anything? Me, I don't sell any herbs, but in terms of a glaucoma, herbs for the eyes, you got bilberry is a great herb for your eyes. Ginkgo leaf is another great one for the eyes. But ultimately, you have to get the waste out. You got to get it out. So promoting detoxification, this would entail or would mean to consume, fruits, berries, and melons. This would also mean to do things that help move lymph to help clear out the waste that is formed in the in the head area, honestly. And that ties back to getting a good kidney formula as well as an endocrine or adrenal gland formula to help. All right. All right, Twitter. It's been real. See you. What else we got here? Save changes. Twitch has been real. Adios. Save changes. All right, down to those two. What else we got here? I just send you message. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I was looking at ashwagandha since it could help with stress and anxiety. Yeah, so stress, anxiety, that's all adrenal glands. All that's fatigue, adrenal glands. Herbs for insulin resistance, right? Insulin resistance. So I'm so used to talking about type 1 and type 2, not necessarily resistance. Hold on, give me a second. Pull something up. This will be the last question for today. And Queen Alamaya. Yeah, so if usually what I do is if you want to contact me via phone, you would have to book a consultation. And then I'm not too quick at getting back to people who don't message me through Patreon. All right. But since this is a live and you joined me on a live, I like to answer questions live. I do my best to get back to your question as soon as possible. All right. Where you at? Where you at? Trying to get the mail. Yeah, insulin resistance. Do. Find the right one here. Yeah, so right now I'm still on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Man, brain fart. Brain fart. All right. Resistance. Where you at? That's dependent. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Type 2. Type 2. So adrenal glands. So, so what other herbs would you recommend for the adrenal glands? So, um, a great herb would be, so there's a few. So adaptogens, right? So holy basil can help. Also, of course, ashwagandha, but Schisandra berry. Schisandra berry is spelled with Schisandra. Licorice root can be used to strengthen your adrenal glands. Siberian ginseng, or just ginseng in general, is great for your adrenal glands. Yeah, so type 2 diabetes, adrenal glands, a sugar metabolism issue. But of course, don't stop there. Also work on your pancreas. They both can are part of your endocrine system. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Hey, no problem, Osmark. Not a problem. Yeah. Like I said, on TikTok, they banned me. So they banned me for like 3 days, but then I just took a break after that. So I just got to be mindful of what I'm saying. That way I can still be on here to help you guys out. Good evening. What is good for high blood pressure? Yeah. So if you want to lower blood pressure, look into herbs like hawthorn, leaf and flower, as well as olive leaf. All right. Let's go ahead and end it over here too. Facebook, see you. Thank you for the likes over there. Much appreciated. End it on the book. Remove. And then, all right, YouTube has been real. Thank you guys over here on the tube. Peace.